How long before you start learning, Thomas? Never, it seems, but we suppose it is what it is. His CPS call was the train derailment that bold and beautiful viewers could see coming from a long distance away, but were helplessly unable to prevent. However, Matthew Atkinson acknowledges that he was a little more taken aback by the news than the audience who could see it coming and dreaded it. On a recent Bold Live, he sat down to discuss what his character did with overseeing producer Casey Kasperzik. And well, he didn't disguise how he felt about the idea. In response to the question of whether he preferred to play Thomas as a decent man or an anti-hero, Atkinson claims he thinks of his character more in that way than as an outright villain. The actor said he was open to either. But there is a condition, he stated. I just want him to have a cause for doing whatever he does. And he acknowledged that when Thomas called CPS, he battled with that. The actor didn't have much time to process the news to start with. He learned of it just a few days before receiving the script, and the scene was shot just a few days after. His initial response? The majority of it was undoubtedly surprise and confusion, or as he phrased it, wah? He's at it again, I suppose. He acknowledged that what he had observed over the previous 18 months of Thomas trying so hard to be a better person, a better father, and a better person in general was not what he had expected to happen. The actor emphasized that Steffi was pushing manipulation to bring Ridge and Taylor back together, even in that case, and all of a sudden Thomas is blaming Brooke in order to make himself look like the victim. It was undoubtedly unexpected. Atkinson thought, there were many possible directions that were visible, some of which I believed may have made more sense. The only explanation I could think of for this is that it was a quick decision. He continued, he just became so pissed at the moment. Brooke hasn't believed in him for years, and now she claims she's going to report him to CPS. In other words, Thomas simply decided that enough was enough. Objectively speaking, that was the incorrect choice. But hey, that's life, right? You made both excellent and poor decisions, and you will always have to live with the results. His response is, you know what? Let them come, and we'll see what happens since I'm a fantastic father, Atkinson reasoned. Then, as a bonus, you think, well, maybe it lets Dad get out of that relationship for good and lets him be happy. Undoubtedly not the best course of action. He said, if I were making the decision, I would have taken a different path. Simply put, it felt like a snap judgment. But occasionally, those kinds of things are done. What is what is. That pretty basically captures Thomas' entire existence then.